Loot.bet, made for live betting.
And welcome back, of course, everybody, into our final map of the day, potentially, or, well, the pre-final. We'll see, we'll see. It is potentially the penultimate still. Vexed, they've just taken the big L, 16-6, at least they've made it a little bit more understandable, a little bit more commendable. After the 14-1 defeat on the half thing, certainly looked quite chilling. It is going to be our second map, Dust 2, and ooh, Mezzy spots Jinx. There's the knife. Beautiful thing to see. And Vexed, after a good start, if nothing else, coming into our second map.
Yeah, at least able to get themselves a maybe a little bit of success in this knife.
Tricked though.
Yeah, they kind of need the knife round to decide what side they want to start on, right? I think the Vexed at this point would like CT, but it looks like they're not gonna get it. So we shall see. Heretics. Well, this map, it's an interesting one to call because we can't really predict the same sort of decimation as the last map, right? Yeah. We never expected that, so Vexed.
And I wouldn't say just that, right? I would add upon that just the fact that surely Vexed won't allow it to happen.
exactly. That's the thing. They can't allow another, what, like 11, 10-0, whatever it was.
Yep.
Something
9-0,
like that.
then 10-0, and then 10-1, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. So, yeah, they can't allow that again. Although this time it is starting out better for Vexed. Beautiful.
Wow.
That's the way you want to start. Pistol round opens things up beautifully. There we go. Vex, that is what we want to see.
A great start, exactly as imagined to be. 1-0, and Vexed, they'll find themselves at least the pistol. Jinx, he's got dualies and he's got no Kevlar. Unless this is gonna go differently, this should be an easy 1-0. I mean, I'm not gonna count them out, Jinx out just yet immediately. Certainly not the very end yet. But I mean, not sure what he's trying to... Did he try to pick up a pistol in between the lines there? Not sure. Well, doesn't matter. 1-0, Vexed. They start off already with a quality beginning. Reason why? Well, they only got the 1 round last game, so they've achieved that, if nothing else.
Yeah. That is the
better part of that.
A better beginning, yeah. Thankfully, they do keep themselves alive into this early game, thankfully. Heretics have gone for a force as expected. Typically what you do on the CT side of those two. Yeah, Jinx gets himself a Nova. Definitely can see some damage done with that if it happens. Lovely little long-range shots could come through. Some close interactions if he gets aggro with it. So we shall see. But overall, looking like Vex starting a much better beginning on the side of those two. We kind of had to see them start better. I don't think we could have seen another game like that.
Certainly not, yeah.
Breaking point for this side. After all the good work they've done to get here at this point, battle through the playoff bracket, or to the group stage brackets and Swiss system. Yeah, they've done well. So that we don't want to see them go down without a very good fight here. Slow round of the Vex though, something that against these force buy rounds you kind of have to take. You don't want to take because you're just wasting time and giving Heretics a comfortable setup, but it's kind of something you have to take just to ensure that you don't give up easy positions to these pistols. But looking like a mid-take to come. Maka force back, knows exactly what's happening, but can't really prevent it. Does get out without losing a single point of damage. I'd love to see Jay push up toward the doors now, but even so, Maka finding himself one. There's the second. There's the third. Oh my god, down to a 4-on-2. Maka gets himself a weapon. Jinx.
Joking.
Oh my god, the damage is done. Logan takes out one more. Mezzy, last man alive, and it seems like Heretics, they've undone the rights already. And Logan. There it is. Heretics first round already on the board, and what a beginning. Oh dear, that was not meant to happen.
Come on. Heretics, give the guys a little bit of breathing room. Leave them at least the second round. That was horrific to watch. And Vexed, they have themselves a rebuy, of course, the 2 scouts. There comes the shot. Thank you, Mezzy. Thank you. We wanted to see some sort of a return like that. That's what's supposed to happen in the first round. Or at least should have. And it is going to be a bit of an early start for Vexed. Unfortunately, it's back to Jane again. It is going to be a 4-on-4, and this does not alleviate the position of Vexed. Not even closely. Oh. Certainly David was spotted. That's a free kill for Cray. Has to be.
I don't think he's aware.
Yeah, he's not. No chance. Goodbye, David P. Cray spotted, but still, he knows it.
Aware, never mind.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mezzy, that's the bomb. You can't die. Oh. Takes out one. There we go. Good trade back. I was going to say, Mezzy cannot die in that position. Not with a bomb.
Surely not, yeah.
Still. Jane trying to spam away. M4. Nice little kill. Down to 12, though. Never good. Logan on to the scout. I'm going to split the men up evenly. One toward the A site, one towards B as expected. Although, making their way in toward the lower position of A long. Logan, is he aware of this? Oh, he might just be.
He has to be.
No Kevlar and Eccles either. This is dangerous. Beautiful.
First tag, second tag.
Comes in. That is a lot of damage. E250 out.
Good
he knows
Flash.
they're both low. Flash kept them fully blind. He has no idea right now. Logan Not too sure why Eccles wasn't aware of that, but even so, Mezzy, nice trade, but look at Jane. Yeah, he's coming in right place, right time. Might be able to force out a bomb plant.
Oh, he's going to try and spray him.
Ooh. This is risky.
Jane
This
is low as well.
Jane.
Okay. I guess
That
it
was
doesn't
really
matter.
risky.
It was, yeah. You're correct, because a single deagle shot would have brought them down, and
Yeah.
it is a lot easier for Crate to get that kill. Or excuse me, Mezzy, not Crate, to get that frag rather than Jane. Unfortunately for Vexed, they don't win the round. They get the plant, and they have themselves another pistol buy if they wish. But look at this, Jinx. He keeps up buying the Nova. That's my kind of guy. I love it. No, seriously, Behold Nova, no joke.
Behold, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can't mess about with that. If you know how to play with it, you can easily shut down even AKs. It's harder, obviously, but it's very much possible.
Especially if Vexed would have headed towards B at this moment with the pistol, he could have definitely gotten himself at least like what $1,800 off the back of that. So, yeah.
Well, for a single kill, it's 600, so he could have been a rich man.
Exactly. Yeah, he could have been very rich.
Oh, the flank already.
Yeah. So quickly, right? They're doing this in eco
Before
rounds
they know what
and
hit them.
Confident enough to do it in eco rounds. Yeah, this is. Oh my god, just gets 3. Should get the 4th as well. Exactly. So he does 3-1. Heretics, they are not messing around here. Buy to come, of course, from Vexed, but Heretics, a perfect start again, even with Vexed winning the pistol. Seems like all the wrongs have been righted here already.
Pretty much. One thing we could say is Heretics are progressively pushing, and they're pushing everywhere. If Vexed are able to slow down their game a little bit, give Heretics time to push, meaning that they will expose themselves to their weapons easier, maybe we can see a resurgence for Vex, but they need to slow down. They need to put themselves into a defensive posture and hunt for those fraggers that'll be running across the map like Jane, like Jinx, you know, like Maka, who like to push at times and get pretty deep into enemy territory. Jane, we can see again, through short, he's alone. Nobody's supporting him, yet he's still here. That tells you a good story that right now Heretics are so confident that they're allowing themselves to play like this. It's usually not a good sign when a player does that, but Heretics are confident enough that they will win the round regardless. And that's the point, and that's where Vex need to punish them, to at least teach them a lesson that you cannot allow them to be laughing in your face and still playing. You have to respect a certain... Exactly. Like, you have to respect a certain amount of CS rules in that kind of case. This is not a pub match. This is a proper match. And Vexed, if they're able to put their foot down, we can see a comeback for them. At least for this second map into potentially the third coming out on Nuke.
We kind of have to as well, Vexed. They can't allow Heretics this much confidence, this much free roam of a map. Look at Jinx. Trying to swing out. Not going to get anything off of the back of it. Better from Vex this time, but look at Jane inside the smoke. Ah, boy. As soon as Vex do anything good, it seems like Heretics counter it. Look at what it's right now, exactly. I'm going to try and go for the knife. That's a bit too far, I will say that, but... Either way, Heretics, you can tell they're loving their game at the moment. And why wouldn't they, off of the back of a really hard Pro League session? Just to come into this one, chill out a little bit. Obviously not have to hide anything anymore. Heretics. 4-1. Pistol round, of course, for Vexed. Should be 5. CT side once more, off to a tear of a beginning.
Dom, he spots the cross into pit, shouldn't be chasing for a kill anymore. David P instead, look, another push, this time again through short, but from David P. Finally Eccles is there to say hello. The Deagle will connect. And another shot on Logan at 61. Jinx though, my kind of man again. Nova in his hands has been heard by Eccles, but the shotgun reigns supreme. I love it. That's exactly what I wanted to see for the first time when he bought it. The Nova. An awesome speech, but the shotgun goes out, or the shotgun, the audio card goes out. luckily we're back. The point is, Nova, an amazing weapon you cannot underestimate, and I love seeing it used. It is a really good weapon if you use it against unarmored opponents. Even against, like I said, AKs, you can use it valiantly and kill two players even easily, if you're able to juke the corners long enough. But it's going to be 5-1 Vexed. Time is ticking. And it's not looking sweet.
That's the thing, right? Vexed have to... They have to win the one at the moment. Or they have to win one at the moment to get themselves back in this. And right now, Vexed, they are not particularly showing us too much here. Oh, Maka just gets above the smoke, as you do, just casually. Abusing it to his favor, and rightly so. First kill already found. Jinx is still on this Nova right now. That is insane. The confidence out of Heretics is incredible. Finally, Logan will get shut down. Maka looking to do exactly the same again with that WP. Just narrowly misses out there, but looking to spot and
he's about to die.
There we go. That's what should have happened in the first place. David P waiting for the crossover. Might try and sneak through, but Jane, Krieg himself, that's the kill I was waiting for. Using that Krieg scope to his favor, to his advantage. Back down to a 3-on-3. 100 HP on all of them as well. He's just trying to work his way in. There we go, thankfully. David P does take down one. Ooh, damage done to Eccles as well. Bomb should be planted, though. And seeming like Heretics might just have to submit for this one, but it's never off the cards at the moment.
It never should be. When Heretics look this hot. Things... Oh, that was heard across the map. Now they know he dropped down. Eccles should be aware of the lower flank. The white peak. Hello, Cray.
Oh, he knows where he is as well.
This is a problem. David
P
will find himself the double. That's going to be la double. How do they say double? Le double. Probably. I mean, I'm probably killing French right now, but that's beautiful. 6-1. David P. Vex, that's actually their own mistake there. They knew he dropped into CT. They knew he heard them, or has been heard. Certainly they could have played it a lot better, or at least a little closer to the edges, trying to not get killed that easily.
Yeah. Oh my god, Maka just tags Cray as well. Look at this again, 3 ults out. Oh boy, Heretics, they are truly just having fun at the moment. Cray does take him down there, nice shot. Logan close range with an AWP in hand. Definitely not advisable.
Cray falls down. That was the entry attempt.
Yeah. Jinx trying to abuse this corner again, but Heretics. Whose smoke is that right there? Because it's not landed at a specific target.
It has to be Vexed. This time, Jinx misses his shots. It's going to be a bit of a tag on, but not enough. Link finds to himself. Oh, Eccles takes down Cray. Ouch. A bit unfortunate. Jane and Logan, though, double up. This is a save. This should be second round to Vexed finally, and they're able to put an end to this madness that has enveloped them. Or at least that has enveloped Heretics for certain. Double up still going to be saved up, or at least should be. Vex do not have the courtesy of being able to give chase. Their money is not good enough. They win this round, yes. They keep 4 players alive, it's all good. They lose 1 or 2, it's already going to be looking shaky. If they lose the next, they are finding themselves back onto an eco or a pistol bio. Even worse, they most likely give up even more rounds. Heretics, they themselves, they would be eager to take frags, but they don't want to sacrifice the ops. They know how much is invested here, and if they can give 1 to Maka and keep it the second on Logan or Jane, in this case, obviously Jane, they might be just have, or maybe just have enough to break Vexed again.
Oh boy, investing back into the ops again here. Double out for Maka and Jane. Glad Logan hasn't got one. I'm glad he can't afford one either.
He did drop it, thankfully, but yeah. I'm happy to see no triple, quadruple ops again. That certainly means a lot. That they are not going to at least mess about anymore. Yeah,
I think the more Heretics
play
regularly, David P risking his own life there, but the
His
more
head on a
Heretics play
swivel.
regularly, the quicker they will realize they actually get this game finished, because
Yeah,
at the moment they just seem to be outplaying Vexed.
very true.
Whether or not they're sort of not taking it as seriously, or whether they are, at the moment you've got to say they are out aiming, they're out dueling.
Oh yes, pretty much everything.
Logan seems aware of the potential lower push as well. Craig coming in for that one, spots him out, does get out safely. Very good eyes from Logan to see him through the dissipating smoke there as well.
Yeah, that's a difficult spot to make if you don't have your monitor close to the face. Even at lower resolutions, it's harder.
Ooh, Jinx. This is an angle what Happy got a 4K from last time. Let's see what he can do with it. Fellow Frenchman chiming in, only gets one, but Jane lands two.
Oh, Jane the third!
Beautiful.
That was perfect. That was the shot that wins the round here. Unless David P throws it away. Eccles in a 1-on-3 is going to have to go for the ace clutch. Unfortunately, it is not meant to be. Yeah, that was the position of Jane that pretty much saves the round itself there.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering what can Vexed even do at this point. Double up still in the hands of Maka and David P this time. Switching out from Jane to David. Interesting decision. I guess he wants to have a bit of fun as well, picking up the big stick. Vexed on the other side, the bomb's still in T base. They are focusing heavily on towards B. They want to make a little bit of noise, I guess. But Mezzy down to 60. Already the start is not exactly the best. Vexed, they need to be very careful. Jinx with the Nova's going to be looking for the frag, and he's going to burn him and kill him. Jane the second. And look at this Nova. It doesn't connect again, but at least it does the damage required early on. Although dumb. Still a 3-on-3.
Trading out the kills very evenly. Lower tunnel control to be established. Logan is toward car on that A-bomb site if it is so required, but Maka, he spotted the man crossing T-spawn there. That might be a lot of info. Although Eccles, oh, this could be a really wise decision now if they sneak off and catch Maka right now. This could be perfect. Yes, exactly so they do. Whittling down the numbers. Keeps it into the 3-on-2. David P, open hand. In the push toward window. Good flash. Eccles, he gets caught out. Reposition now. AWP in hand, trying to catch out Link, caught off guard. And there we have it. Finally, Vex trapped themselves up around 7-3. T-side is nowhere near close. Nowhere near making things back, but it now gets a lot easier. A little bit of a force buy out of Heretics. Some pistols, some Kevlar, even Maka going for the full investment. Fair enough, it's a full buy here. Fair enough, we'll see what they can deliver.
No Nova, though. Or Nova. Jinx, a bit of a disappointment. Would have preferred to see another shotgun in the mix. But yeah, Heretics, 3 players on towards long. Seems like they'll be putting up a pretty heavy defense. And Vex, they seem to have realized that, pulling away from there, at least with the early peak. Yeah, they might still push into it, and with 2 players there, especially with Maka on the M4, I see this going horribly wrong for Vexed. If they don't get the correct setup for it, or at least the correct response to it. Jane, he's facing the shots, he's dead. Jane, oh Jane. Here's the op as well, and I think he sees another player boosted there, so they know what's up. Heretics, they have quite a little bit of information. This is a show and tell right now from Vexed. And Jane will be the first contact. Oh, the first kill as well. That's perfect. This is a perfect bait. This is a bait and switch, and this time Jane. Oh, they hear the Molotov. Do they react though? I don't think they react. As soon as the Molotov subsides, he's gonna push back. On short. It's done pushing. We don't see the frag, and thankfully they check it. Cray will catch onto Maka. David P and Goose cannot stand alone even with a CZ. And I'm happy to see Vexed clean pit. That was a vital frag. Because if Maka survives even for 5 seconds in the flank, he can get 3 kills easily. And that, I think it's because of the Molotov. It has to be that they heard the dink. Or the cue, the sound cue.
Yeah. Thanks as well. Last man on short, maybe trying to get himself an exit. But not going to give him any sort of opportunity. Already pulling away from that A-bomb site. Just to ensure that all players are kept alive. So, 11-4, Vexed. Should have the opportunity of making 5 as well. Their T side is starting to at least look a little better, but the one thing we have to consider, much like many of the games that Vex do play, their T side is better, typically, than their CT side.
Yeah.
So the fact that in past matches, especially on Dust 2 as well, from the results that we've had out of Vex, even the game against Gambit Youngsters where the half was 8-7, required a lot on their T side. Much like LDLC when they beat them, it was 11 rounds on their T side. So not being able to make that, and they got a 12-3 half against Heretics the last time that they played Dust 2. So the fact that they've not made this, Jinx, good start. Looking for a second as well, has the support coming in from Maka as well, but this is already forcing a pullback, and look at Logan inside of lower tunnel.
Oh, this is starting to get out of hand. David P. He's been hurt. He has to have been hurt.
Yeah, he has, surely.
Heretics are so nonchalant about this pushing as well. They don't really care about being hurt or not. They just want to do it. And look at this. David P. He's delaying them long enough to buy time for the rotations to still work out, perhaps. Although Heretics have pushed everybody into lower. And that's a bit of a problem. It's going to leave them with a wide hole towards A. Could go wildly wrong here for Heretics. And even for Vex, still that remains as a possibility. Luckily, Cray shuts it down, and they might hit B because of this. Oh, Vex, if they think this is B open because of the push, surely they check the site and all, but, well, they spot one. That's going to be Jane. Maka on the SG, that's the problem. And they need to snuff him out before they can get onto a site. Unless they hit it and plant it, and not Maka's on the other position.
But when the bomb's going as well.
Oh, this is another bait and switch. This time Jinx and Jane, and I think he's going to be pulling.
Perfect.
Oh, no, they check it. Thank God. Somehow Jane just lets his teammate die. That's a bit of a shame. Jane, though, the first connect. No. Oh, the first connects Maka as well. The second looks like things will go well. And the AK Jane! Back to one-on-one. It's Maka.
Oh,
8th on the board. And Heretics win pistols and Kevlar.
Oh boy. Heretics,
20 kills for Jane, by the way.
Yeah. He's
Again.
going monstrous at the moment. Wow. Vexed. What a situation. What a scenario they're putting right now. Maka already peeking inside the mid, getting a bountiful amount of info to work with already. Seeing this CT side really starting to come to light at the moment. Double AWP again back out for Jane and Logan. Giving them the opportunity to, again, have a lot of versatility in their play. Essentially, if Heretics win this round, they've at least guaranteed double digits, maybe even the chance at the 11-4. Yep. Considering Vex require a lot on their T side. It makes it so much harder. Mac, a beautiful peek there. Working the timing to his advantage perfectly. Jane has a lot of info here. Does fall down, a little unexpectedly. Maka gets traded back as well, so a good refrag. So far, Heretics just with a little bit of luck on their side, we've got to say. To be pulling off these ballsy plays and have them working, there's got to be something out of this world, out of our bodies, helping them out. Missed shot by Jane as well.
Finally.
Yeah, seeming to actually get some sort of lifeline here, Vex. They have to work with it, though. Coming up short is Cray. Ooh, Logan. Nice. Good refrag. Logan again, though, to respond. Back on toward this A-long position. Link, with that Krieg, has the advantage to peek out, but the way that Logan is doing this right now, so defensive. Why is he wide open there, Mezzy?
Wow.
Just stood in the plate and open. No nades around him either, and Link, last man alive. Whether Vex like it or not, they're sort of engineering their own demise at the moment.
Certainly with the way they went about doing this, I understand that he needs to cover the corner, but it's way too dangerous to stand out in the open, as you said. That's an op peak easily taking you down, and well, Logan proves that. Hat trick, 9-4 Vexed are now in dire trouble. The money is gone. The safety numbers are down, and well, as you said, double digits, unavoidable, alongside a potential 11-4. Vexed in trouble yet again. It's a better half than Mirage, that's a given, but it's not really much of an improvement either.
Right? This is, oh boy. Heretics, they just seem to... They just seem way on top at the moment, unfortunately.
It's too good.
It's just spamming the smoke jinx. David P with the auto shot. Oh, the flash is perfect. Oh, jinx. Oh, jinx.
He's having a fun
What
day.
can they even do here, Vexed? Like,
Nothing.
what can they... Can they even bring anything at the moment? That's...
They would have been able to break Jinx if, first of all, they wouldn't all be flashed by a team flash. That's the first thing. Second of all, if they want to bring down Jinx, they have to focus on him. Instead, they went a little bit too divisive and, well, they don't get the push through. That's going to be 10-4, and the last buy for Vexed in the first half. It is the 15th, of course. Dom on the op this time. And perhaps this might bring a welcome change to the half itself. Yeah, this is... Oh, the boost is short. We've only seen this for the first time, and it looks like... This could be another round to Heretics.
Oh,
there we go, Maka the second. Good returns, though. Thankfully, finally Dom deploys, and Link as well. Another one for Dom. That is exactly what you want to see out of a player like that. Picking up the op for the first time and grabbing 2 kills with it.
This is a lot better for Vex now. They can get themselves... Ooh, yeah, Mezzi's aware of the flank as well. This is good. 50 seconds. Look at the way, though, that Jane is just hunting for info here. Trying to just ensure that it isn't this B-long, or this A-long position that is being compromised. He's already into that flank, of course, we'll soon realize. Has to send David P toward B at some point, but... There we go, now they do at least confirm it. 20 seconds or so on the clock. Molotov to come raining on through. David P trades out to an AK as well, gives himself a better chance of making something in this round. Flash is good. Bomb has to go down, forces out the fake plant there, and maybe the chance to do so again. Bomb does get put down at least, but both of them coming in from doors. Will they choose to boost here? They might actually do so. See what they can grab out of it. No, straight through the doors by the looks of things. All the way in. Jane grabs one. It's Dom with a refrag, but there it is. 10-5, and at least
4K.
Vex get themselves a solid ending. And yeah, Dom with a 4K, much required to close out that round. 10-5, and at least Vexed. They make something, but the worst part is they need a lot of T-side rounds, this team. Their CT isn't particularly too strong, so they're going to need a lot coming into the CT half, that is for sure.
What we've seen out of them, yeah, on Mirage had been a little bit of a disappointment for the CT side. But 5 rounds is a lot better than what we've seen in the first map, and it at least gives them that fighting chance we spoke about all this time. I am eager to see them improve, perhaps even get themselves back up. It is going to be a short break, and we'll be right back.
Loot.bet. Made for live betting.
Here we are. 10-5. Vexed on the pistol of the CT side. A kit and 2 flashbangs on Mezzi. And an opportunity now for Vexed to turn this map on its head and give themselves the fighting chance they want. Or need.
Yeah, they really need this now. Already out toward A long though, all 5 players. Straight out. Link gonna go for the early peek. Try and see what he can pick up in terms of info. Spots one in toward lower pit, expecting the short play as well. Every single man gonna come from this CT position. This A long cross. Straight over. See how they can defend it. Link beautiful first. Jane does get the refrag, but Dom and Echoes, that is all they needed. A little bit of aggression through the smoke. Whilst it is risky, it comes at a high reward. David P down to 48 Vex. That is exactly what they need to kickstart this second half. Pistol in their favor, and surely at least 1 or 2 more rounds off of the back of this.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect. Nothing less than that. David P. Raid boss. But with 48, 1 bullet will be enough to cement his doom. $30 though, so he has time to play with. Bomb gonna be almost unretrievable if we're honest, but there's the first shot. He gets 1. Mezzi will fall. Maybe the second. Yes, he can connect. This time though, Cray reacts. And he's there fast enough before David P can turn and ready the shot for him as well. I almost felt it there. Could have been a 1-on-3 saving grace by David P, but luckily that's not the case. And Vexed stave off their defeat for the moment. 6 rounds on the board. Should be 7. A force buy by Heretics. Once they recognize it, if they recognize it fast enough, should be no problem to shut it out. Oh.
Okay, never mind. Jane and Logan. Themselves at least a couple between them. Some decent damage, not looking to get too much more out of it by the looks of things, but look at Maka. He's going to guarantee a bomb plant, surely. Beautiful little fake. Straight toward that B bomb site. Exactly what they need right now. Dom will get the trade back. Should be round done at least. Maka's going to... He might even run away through lower tunnels here and try and flank them again, which is actually a really perfect idea just because they're still trying to retake this bomb site. Maka, this actually could be somewhat of a winnable factor here. Look at this. Oh, he's going to play this so incredibly.
Beautiful read though by Dom.
Yeah, very good.
As soon as he peeks into sight, sees nobody's shooting, he goes back out mid, tries to check flank, and that's a good call. Possibly coming out from one of the players that was dead, realizing, you know what, guys, care of the flank, he could have come right behind you. And I mean, it might have worked because if he's able to sneak far behind, right? If Maka's able to get onto window or otherwise doors, he can juke the angles easily enough against 2 players, snapping 1 and then perhaps even a lucky second, and things could immediately go out of hand. 10-7 though. And it is going to be the eco round for Heretics. The scout on Maka again. The SG on David P. Not exactly an eco, but an investment at that. Not exactly a full one. Jane will be broken for the next gun round, but they'll make do, I guess. Like they always do.
They seem to win at least some random duels. Not the rounds, potentially, but the way the Heretics just approach these duels, it's like... It's just so unorthodox that sometimes Vexed... They don't expect it, and it's like it takes a couple of deaths to adjust to it. So we'll see what they can bring. But Heretics, yeah, in this sort of round where they have really gone for a not a half investment, but one that breaks a couple of players, like you said. Yeah, this is not really, or shouldn't really go according to plan. 55 seconds on the clock for this one. Smokes go down. Flashbangs the same. A little bit of utility expended. Dom should have this up and running though there first.
Oh,
nice shot. Logan.
Immediately.
Off the head of Dom.
Where's the rest of Vex though?
Yeah, this is a really slow rotation.
Yeah, 2 players still on mid, 1 in CT. They're not going to have enough time to get back up short if they delay any longer. The M4 can be salvaged as well. Yeah. Oh, no. Now an SG and an M4? Good nade at least, but 3 players coming from CT. It's a kill. It's a kill shot, a choke point, and they're gonna try and salvage it. But this is a killing floor. Mezzi finds 1, but David P and Jane back to 1-on-2. Link tries to salvage it, but can't, and it is 11 Heretics. They bring it back on top of a mixed buy with basically just a single player being broken. That's it now. what the bloody hell do you do as if you're Vexed? Of course,
Literally, right?
you force back, right? There's not really much of a choice. But look at this. What? Eccles forces, Cray forces, Link and Dom are on
God.
1,000. Oh, there is something going wrong in the team right now. They're probably arguing on the comms. They have to be.
You know what
They
it
have
is?
to be.
They're missing Adam here. They're missing the structure.
Yeah.
The fact
Yep.
that they can survive for a single best of 3 like they did yesterday. Ad hoc a much weaker side than Heretics, but they can't survive in this sort of capacity without Adam at the moment. And what you can see is exactly starting to come to light. David P and Maka, beautiful kills. Jane saves the life of his teammate. This force buy seeming to account for nothing and looking like Heretics.
A rage
All
bomb.
they're doing is building their rounds, building their scores. Mezzi drops the bomb, but with 3 extra players to battle against, and now with this force buy, if they lose this one, it's 13 for sure. And Heretics, they're just getting one step closer to closing out this series, and it's not even too far away at the moment. David P on the flanks. And there's Maka to finish things off. 12-7. Eco to come. 13 guaranteed, and this is looking again like a dire strait for Vex at the moment.
Ooh,
The wrong time to make changes, seemingly, in this squad.
yeah. I mean, it's not really changes, is it? It's more of a... I mean, sure, for Eccles, yeah, but obviously without Adam, they are not sufficiently strong enough to be able to break a side either equally as strong as they are or better. And the victory against Ad Hoc, as you said yesterday, came at a cost, but they won it 2-0.
Yeah.
And Ad Hoc are well, not exactly the best team. They're not exactly as good as Heretics are. Vexed, they find the entry, but it's immediately returned. 12-7. Perhaps it might turn here if Jinx is going to be too careful. Or not careful at all. 3v3. 13 possible right now. Vex, they need to be sticking together, though. They need to use the power of the pistols and allow the AK the freedom of the kill, but... yeah.
Never mind.
Never mind, exactly so. Look at David P. pulls out the deagle.
He's just keeping the attention for Maka right now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to knife him, surely.
He wanted to knife him. He wanted to knife him.
Yeah.
Oh. Vexed, the thing is, how do you stop this, seemingly? It's not even a very constructed play by Heretics. They are just roaming the map more than anything.
Right.
They're just going up short, going up long, going out mid. Just kind of trying to find frags wherever they can. The flanks working out. Mezzi goes for the peak. It's David B that has the spot, though, that has the angle and the timing. And back to mid we go. Heretics. We can see that they're not really doing anything special, nor are they doing anything at all. They're just running up and down the map.
Literally.
Now they go back up mid towards upper. Crane doors. Oh, he can't miss this timing. Oh, Cray, come on. Don't tell me you missed this timing. You didn't. You get the kill. That's important. Now, a chance here. Vexed, I think the 8 might not escape them. If Cray is able to hold him long enough for the rotation to come through, I think the 8th will be going up. A vital kill by him, though. The early one.
Essentially saves them, right?
Yes, absolutely. If they lose this round, this is 15. This is unescapable death warrant. Where's David P going? He's leaving his teammate with the bomb
He's like,
dead
"I'm
in the
off."
water. Yeah, I mean, imagine if there was a flank from Vex through lower. David P would have just sold his teammate. That's the thing. Stick together. He's going to go towards A, I understand that. I see he's going to try and come through A, trying to force the rotation off of B. And David P right now, if he gets a kill, he might draw Vexed away far enough. He's going to be spotted or heard at least, and certainly he still gets a frag. Now he pulls the rotation, 17 seconds. Oh my god. Vexed.
Here we go, boys.
David P, he spots another one. He gets another one. You gotta be joking me. David P, he will fall, but the bomb plat is on B. Back to a 1-on-1. Logan versus Dom. No kit. And now ice on Logan.
Smart from Logan as well.
Well, I wouldn't say smart if he peeks, but if he stays there, yeah. If he peeks... Oh, this is not smart at all, but Logan!
Oh my god. Oh boy. What a bad situation to be in.
Pretty much. Vexed. Not really much you can do, can you?
Not at the moment. Heretics just... The funny thing is, right, with the way that Heretics have been playing, they probably deserve to lose this game.
Yes, they do.
With the all-out disrespect play that they've been running. But if it works, I guess.
You know what's the worst part of it all? Vexed have not only won both pistols, but they won both pistols. And the last time they played, they won 11-4 on the half on Dust.
Right.
Or, no, 12-3. Excuse me, 12-3. That's the scary part. They had Adam, which of course does play a part in that, but I think this is it. There's no need of hyping this up. I think this is the end. Two FAMASs
I think
and
it
then
is.
4. Yep.
I feel bad for Vex, to be honest with you. They're in such a bad out of service situation already. This just sort of rubs off. Adam's not here. Like, it's nothing bad for any viewers that think Adam, oh my god, is he? It's just awkward time in a vacation, as many teams experience during August. It's the one sort of time in CS where you don't get shouted at for going on vacation.
Yeah, it's classic.
But yeah, it's just awkward timing that obviously Adam isn't in the role to fill IGL. The fact that Tom is standing.
I wonder what they're writing, by the way. They're writing something in chat. I wonder what they're writing. Is it shit talk, or is it just, no, guys, GG, don't worry about it. We'll get back on your feet, as you can hear what's being written.
I'd assume it's the first, right?
It has to be, right? You're thinking the Frenchmen, when have they ever not shit talked to their
Oh
opponents?
no, I'm thinking from Vex. I'd be like,
oh,
you just played a disrespectful game of CS. It's
oh,
like,
that's the other thing. Oh, that definitely I would believe from Vex. Like, why don't you at least?
If we don't see something.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
game is done.
GG, 16-7. That's the ending of today. All 3 best of 3s going 2-0, and we only had the 1 overtime, so that's an improvement.
Yeah,
but yeah,
these are the like the matches that I don't expect to go 2-0.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, right? Once we reach the end stage, but the thing is, teams are fighting more now they're in the playoffs.
Definitely,
You make it through the Swiss system, you're like, yeah, we made it through the easy stage. We didn't have to show too much. Like the side of Heretics, they made it through Swiss bracket without really showing anything. And now they come into this playoff and just absolutely walk over Vex.
Yeah.
And again, we've addressed the issue of the unfortunate situation for Vex, but it's something they've got to deal with. So Heretics aren't going to let them off in any manner. So there we go.
That's it, folks. Congratulations to Heretics. They are now the 3rd team to pass on into the semifinals of the upper bracket. It is going to be, of course, Dream Eaters. They'll be facing up next tomorrow at 7 o'clock Central European time. Now, as for when the 3 matches tomorrow will be played, I think it's going to come down to the teams themselves choosing left, right, and choosing in between, right, what favors them more. Maybe some official matches as well if something's going on like that. But we will be having Gambit Youngsters versus Havu tomorrow, which will be probably the best match we're going to have in the semifinals, in my opinion. And obviously the winner of that will go to face off Unique, whilst we'll have Dream Eaters, Heretics, and then Illuminar Vexed.
Oh, we have schedule, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
We have, obviously, Gambit Youngsters tomorrow, as you mentioned, the early game. Illuminar Vexed as our 15... or
55.